Living just across the street from her school, fourth grader Zhang Xin doesn't need to worry about being late. 3 years ago, her family moved here all the way across Beijing. So Zhang could enroll in the Zhongguancun No. 2 elementary school, known as one of the capital's finest.
After I moved here, I made many friends. I'm very happy. I think the school is pretty good.
For Zhang and this newborn baby girl, the family paid 14 million yuan, or nearly $2 million for this 3-bedroom apartment. Their new home cost twice as much per square meter as their old one. They sacrificed living space and financial security, as they are now 7 million yuan in debt. Yet Zhang's father has no regrets.
We compared schools before moving here. The school cares about cultivating children's interests, provides many international exchange programs, expanding kids' horizons. Many students go on to enroll in good middle schools, so I think it's worthwhile. You see, it only takes 2 to 3 minutes to walk to the school. It's very convenient. It's convenient for her as well.
There's imbalance in the quality of education across Beijing. Among the city's 16 districts, only a few are considered to have good educational resources and a concentration of good schools. The one Zhang Xin lives in, Haidian district, is one of them. The number of select or key middle and elementary schools in Haidian doubles that of Chaoyang district, where Zhang's family used to live. Interestingly, these schools also get preferential treatment.
China puts about 10 million yuan or even more into each key school every year. But for other schools, some only get a few million yuan. Sometimes there are no first-tier teachers in a school or a district, but some of the select schools recruit first-tier teachers from around the country, sometimes as many as 20 or 30.
But to be accepted into these key schools, children now need to live in the school neighborhood. In 2015, the Chinese government announced stricter regulations on who could enroll where, and thus triggered a boom in the housing market.
In May 2015, we sold 20 apartments in 1 month in our store on Changchun Street, a regular neighborhood with good educational resources. 560 people had registered to purchase. Usually, 3 people might compete for 1 apartment, but at that time it was normal for up to 50 to compete for one.
Beijing is not an exception. Big cities across the country are facing the same problem. The Chinese government has recognized the problem and is making big efforts to try to find an equitable solution.
Fairness and equality are the 2 themes of our reform. We mainly reach fairness in educational resources for compulsory schooling.
Some key schools are now creating branch schools or forming alliances with less sought-after schools, hoping to cover more people. Meanwhile, the government is also prohibiting real estate agencies from advertising school district housing in a bid to drive up prices. But that doesn't seem to have stopped the skyrocketing demand or prices in these highly desired neighborhoods. After getting home from school, Zhang Xin enjoys the company of her classmates. Before the government changed the situation, the Zhang family is one of the lucky few who can afford the expensive select school district housing and the luxury of providing their children with the best quality education. As Zhang's parents say, they can't guarantee her a great future, but they can at least give it a go. Wang Hui, CGTN, Beijing.